Hi class. Remember this is 3.4, proving parallel lines. Remember when we talked about parallel lines, there was three specific um, types of special angles created when parallel lines are cut by a transversal. So just a quick review. Um, Two parallel lines like this. Remember, when they are parallel, you're gonna see like this shape on the parallel line, signifying that they are parallel. Okay. So when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, special angles are created. First special angle that are created is corresponding angles. And corresponding angles are congruent, right? So if corresponding angles are congruent, what are corresponding angles? Angle 1 corresponds with angle 5. Remember, if you take this as one group, angles 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you kind of imagine like a little escalator coming down on this group, angle 1 is in the same position as angle 5. So angle 1 is congruent to angle 5. Angle 2 and angle 6 are also corresponding angles. Angle 3 is congruent to angle 7. And then angle 4 is congruent to angle 8, right? Those are the corresponding angles. And the second type of special angles that are created are called alternate interior angles. And they are alternating sides of the transversal and on the inside of the parallel lines. So angle 3 and angle 6 and angle 4 and angle 5. And they are also congruent, okay? So angle 3 is congruent to angle 6 and angle 4 is congruent to angle 5, okay? The next type of special angles that are created are alternate exterior angles. And they are also congruent, okay? So alternate exterior angles are alternating sides of this transversal, okay? One from this and one from this side. And then they are exterior, so they are on the outside of the parallel lines. So one from this group is angle 1, and then the alternating side is angle 8. Okay, and they are both on the outside of my parallel lines. So angle 1 is congruent to angle 8, and angle 2 is congruent to angle 7. Okay, angle 2 and angle 7 are also alternating sides of the transversal and on the outside of my parallel lines. Okay, the next two is same side, okay, is same side interior angles. And then while I'm here, I'm just going to put number 5 as well. Okay, number 5 is also same side, and then exterior angles. And they are supplementary. Remember, supplementary means that they equal 180. Okay. And then if you are ever confused on what these means, I go into more detail on our previous video. It's up on the playlist. So here, measure of angle 3 and angle 5 are on the inside, and they are on the same side of the transversal, right? So inside of the parallel lines and on the same side of the transversal. So they are same side interior angles. So measure of angle 3 plus measure of angle 5 equals 180, along with measure of angle 4 plus measure of angle 6 also equals 180. Okay. Same side exterior angles. They are measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 7 equals 180. And measure of angles 2 plus measure of angle 8, they also equal 180. All right. So here are the 5 different types of special angles that are created. Okay, when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal. Okay, so how does this apply to our next section when we are proving parallel lines? If any one of these guys exists, okay, if you see two lines, let's say if you see two lines, two random lines like this, okay, that are cut by a transversal, okay, two random lines, let's label them line A and line B, right, and my transversal T, okay? Notice that they don't have those special arrows, right, signifying that they are parallel yet. Okay, we don't know that they're parallel. But let's say I give you, let's label all of these angles again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, right? Let's say I give you angle 2 equals angle 6. Well, if angle 2 is congruent to angle 6 that I gave you, right? What are they? What type of angles are they? In your mind, you should be saying corresponding angles, right? And they are congruent, right? So if corresponding angles are congruent, any set of corresponding angles are congruent, any set of alternate interior angles are congruent, any set of alternate exteriors angles are congruent, any set of same side interior angles that are supplementary, and the same thing with same side exterior angles that are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. Okay? So I gave you an example of corresponding angles that are congruent. What if I gave you this, if this is given? Okay? If I give you measure of angle 3 plus measure of angle 6 equals 180. Or if I tell you that they're supplementary, right? Well, if they are supplementary, they are same side interior angles. And I already give you that they are supplementary. Therefore, the lines are parallel. Okay, so it's pretty much the same as 3.2, our last section, but our thinking is different. Okay, so just giving you guys this in detail. Okay, our 3.2 thinking was if two lines, or I should say if two parallel lines, I'm sorry, if two parallel lines are cut by transversal, remember CBT is cut by transversal. If two parallel lines are cut by transversal, then I know that the 5 angle relationships exist. Right? Then I know corresponding angles are congruent, alternate interior angles are congruent, alternate exterior angles are congruent. same side interior and the same side exterior angles are supplementary. Okay, that was our thinking. If we have two parallel lines and they're cut by this transversal, then I know all the five, right? Well, this section 3.2 or 3.3, it says if two lines are cut by transversal, CBT, right? And this is an important thing, and one of the five, at least one of the five angle relationships exist. Exists. Let me put it here. Right? Then the lines are parallel. Okay, and the parallel symbol is that 11, right? Okay, so we need to know that if the two lines are cut by transversal and one of the five angle relationships exists. So here, again, here I gave you first one, if angle 2 and angle 6 are congruent, right? That means that corresponding angles are congruent, right? That means that this one exists. Therefore, I can say that the lines are parallel, right? The next one here, same side interior angles are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. All right? So just giving this fact and the meat and potatoes of parallel lines is that. Okay, are these five different relationships. Okay? So with that being said, go ahead and do your homework, which is on Google Classroom. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.